Our kids safe at school is a top priority, but with the number of school shootings in recent years, some are left wondering, are we doing enough? Local News 8's Emily Villar toured a couple of East Idaho schools and asks if what we're doing is actually working.
Most of us grew up knowing what to do if this fire alarm went off. These kids know that. They also know what to do if there were an intruder.
If it's a lockdown drill, then we go to the corner. It's kind of scary because you think that it's real, but it really isn't, and so it kind of gives you that thing.
But this is a last resort.
You know, it's scary because you think something like this could happen, but it is nice to see how they do it here.
The bad guy should never even make it to the classroom. Even when I'm just walking into Rimrock Elementary School, I can't open the second door. I have to come into the office. Then I drop off my key, sign in, and trade it for a visitor's pass. It would seem like I could just walk into Bonneville High School unnoticed with all the students, but actually, I'm on camera this whole time.
We have just shy of about 200 cameras here at Bonneville High School.
You know, sometimes you can, if people are aware they're being videoed, it's a deterrent.
Of course, cameras can't actually stop someone from coming into a school, and high schools can be pretty vulnerable. Students leave the building to go to classes outside or even off campus, and those students use back doors. So schools have to count on see something, say something.
If they see something unusual, talk to an adult, talk to a teacher about it, go find the school resource officer or the principal and say, I have a concern about this.
Schools are also relying on technology for communication.
Classrooms here at Bonneville, they've got a panic button that the teacher can hit and comes directly to the office here.
Century High School is trying out a mobile app developed by a local dad called Secure Point. It allows a teacher to get in touch with an officer or administrator instantly and silently.
Opens up a live chat feed if they need to be quiet. Which was the case in Sandy Hook. That Sandy Hook incident, they were in a closet and they couldn't have audio communications.
The app does more than that. The responder can choose to turn on the caller's microphone and camera so they can see and hear everything.
Each device can control the other device.
Even with cameras, officers, and technology, reality is it's very possible that students could be the first ones to run into an intruder.
It's all about planning, and that's what this Move, Hide, Fight program is.
Shelley Superintendent Brian Jolly took a visit west earlier this week where he discussed a security tactic Boise School District already uses.
The whole concept behind it was to empower our staff to make decisions, you know, in any type of emergency situation that kind of reflect what they really do in real life. Rather than be a victim and without any effort to stop a threat, you don't sit and take it.
Good job, you guys.
It's tough to prove if what we're doing now works, but Mrs. Mangus says she feels safe.
I really do feel confident in our abilities as teachers and as a district. We have discussed possible scenarios. We never want the kids to feel afraid, and so we really try to make it so that we are as best prepared as we can be.
These kids are prepared now. School security could mean something different to them by the time they reach these halls. In Bonneville County, I'm Emily Villar.
Wow. Somehow it's just very depressing to me that we hid under the desks for nuclear. Remember that? Those drills? Yeah. And now kids are hearing, you know, run, hide, and then fight.
Fight back if you have to.
That's where we've gone to, but that's where we've gone.
You know, I go into a lot of schools with my distinguished student reports and other reports, and you know, the newer ones are built in such a way that you have to go through the office, but the older ones don't quite have that.
Not quite there yet. So that Shelley School Board that we talked to Superintendent Jolly, they were discussing tonight in their board meeting that run, hide, fight, and whether or not they're going to adopt that program. So they may implement it, and if they do, I'm sure we'll do a follow-up story on it. Also, just so you know, if you ever walk into a school and you did not check in, you could be arrested for criminal trespassing.
So you better check in, sign in, get that visitor's badge and all things.